Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Sports on your favorite channel, the Thousand Sports channel. And in this episode I'm going to look at the review all the matches played in week 2 of the English Premier League. I'm going to review the performance of teams in week 2, not necessarily all of the matches. I will look at some highlights of week 2 performances. As you are aware, there were some excellent matches played over the weekend. And before I start the analysis, do well to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Touch the notification bell, share the program to as many viewers as possible, and then smash the like button if you enjoyed the presentation. Agree or disagree with me in the comment box down below if you have any concerns regarding my analysis. And thanks very much for the support. You've been supporting me all this while. And as I said, there were some excellent matches over the weekend, and most highlight of the weekend was Arsenal, Chelsea, the 2-0 win at the Emirates. 2-0 win at the Emirates. And then there was also an important match there, the Monday night football action. West Ham United winning 4-1. Manchester City bouncing back to win 5-0 against Norwich. Liverpool continued their perfect start to the season, winning 2-0 against Burnley. Though I still feel Liverpool has not played a top opposition yet. Playing against Norwich City and then Burnley and scoring 5 goals out of these 2 opponents, I think Liverpool should have done better. Though someone will say the most important thing is to win, and they are winning. And Manchester United drawing 1-1 at the St. Mary's, and the inconsistency of Manchester has started so early. But I still feel they will still place ahead of Liverpool in the league log at the end of the season. And then Leicester City, as you are aware, lost 4-1 to the Hammers, West Ham. And then Brighton also winning 2-0 against Watford. And then Tottenham Hotspur winning 1-0 at the Molyneux against Southampton Wanderers. So it was Nuno, Espirito, Santo visiting home there, his former team there, to pick the 6 maximum points there. As you are aware, Tottenham so quietly are also doing well. They have picked 6 points out of 6 and 2 out of 2, scored 2 goals, conceded none. And Everton also drew their game, and then the Man City are already indicated. And so at the end of the second week, the league is shaping up well. And then I see that one thing about West Ham United is that I'm thinking they shouldn't be behaving like they shouldn't behave like how Aston Villa did last season. Remember, Aston Villa started the season very well last season, even resulted in them thrashing Liverpool 7-2, if you could quite remember. And West Ham has also started so well. And I think they wouldn't necessarily be like Aston Villa, because if you quite remember last season, West Ham placed 6th, and that's the reason why they are in Europe, in the Europa. Yeah, they placed 6th on the table. That's why they are in Europe. And if any team has the chance of breaking into the top 4, taking the place of Liverpool, possibly it may be West Ham. The reason being that Liverpool have won 2 matches, and still, personally, I still see that they are not convincing enough, because in their game against Norwich, in which they won 3-0, as someone who said the most important thing is them winning, they were dominated. The game was barely 50-50%. Look at City against Norwich. You could see that possession was almost 75 to 80% to 20. That was the kind of game that big teams play against so-called small teams or relegation-threatening teams. But Liverpool against Norwich, I didn't see that. Norwich were creating chances, resulting in Alisson Becker pulling out some saves there. If you quite remember, in the first week, he had the best. He was in the team of the week, the best keeper there, because he was pulling some saves. Liverpool defenders allowed Norwich to be creating chances. And again, against Burnley was creating chances. So Burnley created chances against Liverpool. And so that was why I said I'm yet to see if Liverpool maybe will resort to normal Liverpool that we know, to put in a brilliant performance, possibly against Chelsea. We hope to see this coming Saturday. And I still think they can do better, but though I still think the loss of Jorginho Wijnaldum will be a big blow to them, because you have Gini Wijnaldum at first, Henderson in midfield. I'm talking about midfield. Henderson, and then Fabinho, and then Thiago Alcantara, and then James Milner sometimes coming. Thiago Alcantara is injury prone. You see, Henderson is injury prone. James Milner, fine, he is more even fitter than them sometimes, though he's older. And then Naby Keita is injury prone. Fabinho is the only player that is not injury prone in that midfield. And so, going into the long season, when the fixtures pile up coming, when the Champions League is started, you know the fixtures are going to pile up. On Thursday, there's going to be a draw for the Champions League anyway, which I will come up with a video on that, special video on that. So when fixtures start to pile up, that Liverpool will be exposed. Liverpool, what I see about them is that they have best 11, the Salahs, the Manes, the Van Dijks, and about 4 quality players. So in all, Liverpool has 15 quality players. I can make a case for Ibrahima Konate, because he just came to the team. He's not played enough to convince me that for me to rate his quality. And for you to be rated as a quality player, the most important priority for you to be rated as a quality player is achievement. And that was why even last season, some people were questioning the mentality of Mason Mount, and that those young players, Reece James, Christensen, the academy Chelsea players, Tammy Abraham, those people were questioning their ability to succeed. And when they won the Champions League, now they moved from ordinary to quality. So that's why now this season people are saying Chelsea has got the quality. And yes, I do agree. If you win the Champions League, Chelsea are European champions and Super Cup champions, definitely you can make a case for them. And so Ibrahima Konate has not proven. The reason why I say the other players, Alisson and those guys are quality, they have proven it by winning the league and Champions League. You see, and Shaqiri has left the team, right? It will serve as a good bench for them in some aspect, but he has left the team. Even when with Shaqiri, their quality is not up to the level of Man City and Chelsea. That's how I see it. The team with the best squad now is Man City, followed by Chelsea. But that does not necessarily mean Chelsea cannot win the title. I predicted a Chelsea-City fight too. I think Chelsea will slightly come out on top, hopefully, there. But the quality is City and Chelsea, followed by Manchester United and then Liverpool. You see? And Brentford are also doing well. They are 8th in the position. And so after 10 games, as I told you, I will see more of those teams. As of now, I've not seen most the teams. I can't really describe the performance of most of the teams. That's why Liverpool have not convinced me. And so hopefully, I don't know if they will convince me against Chelsea on Saturday. I know it will be a difficult game for both Chelsea and Liverpool. And it's good that after that match, there will be an international break, because the energy that will be sapped out of the two teams is going to be a great deal. And then Arsenal too are languishing in the relegation team. I still think Arsenal are not that rubbish as people are claiming to be. Just that Arsenal, their only bane was to lose to Brentford in the first week. That was their only problem. And I don't think they are that rubbish as people are claiming Arsenal to be. Let's see them against City. I'm not saying they're going to win. Possibly, let's see. You know, Arsenal, my fear for Arsenal was that before Chelsea played them was that Arsenal is a kind of team, you know, whether we like it or not, they are still part of the Big Six, unofficial Big Six, right? Leicester is trying to break into it, and West Ham. Let me say Leicester, because West Ham has not even won a trophy. Yeah, so Leicester is trying to break into the Big Six. But Arsenal, as a Big Six, one fear for Arsenal before coming to the Chelsea game last Sunday was that Arsenal shouldn't have their A game. You know, Arsenal sometimes, the day you least expect them to perform, they will perform. Remember last season, they defeated Chelsea home and away. You see, at the time that people were saying Chelsea will win, they put in an A performance, excellent performance. And then against Manchester United too, they went there and got a penalty. Aubameyang scored there. They won 1-0 against Manchester. So, you know, these are the kinds of games that Arsenal will surprise you. People were saying Manchester were going to win before Arsenal went to Old Trafford. And they went there, Manchester United lost 1-0. So I'm afraid for City that maybe City should pray Arsenal shouldn't have an A game. You know, when Arsenal, a day that you expect Arsenal to falter, they will surprise you with a positive performance to come out with the results. So that was why I was praying prior to the Chelsea game that for Arsenal not to have their best game, so that Chelsea will get the points. You see, you know, for my heart, Chelsea will get the points. And against City, maybe City should pray Arsenal will get a bad day again. Other than that, Arsenal that you expect, they are they are so wonderful. At the time that you least expect them to perform, they will perform. And so I don't think they are rubbish. Yeah, and they will come out of that relegation zone as they currently find themselves in. And then hopefully, as I told you, in the subsequent weeks, proper judgment of the teams will come there. Thank you very much for joining me on this platform. Agree or disagree with me by sending your comments down below in the box there. Smash the like button if you enjoy the presentation. Share the program to as many viewers as possible. And then do well to subscribe and then touch the notification bell. It's very important. Thank you very much for joining me. Cheers. I love you. Bye-bye.
Oh.